Hey everyone, Renee Johnson, Sailor Realty. I got a message last night that kind of reminded me about my desire to educate you guys a little bit on some of the changes in real estate this year. So the Iowa Real Estate Transparency Act was passed on July 1st. Before an agent shows a home, we are required now to have you sign a buyer's agreement. Hey Randy, we've been, kind of informally looking at houses. We hadn't gotten an agent involved, but we went over and looked at one in Sheraton, and they had to sign some papers. And does that mean we have to work with them? So I said, okay, let's figure this out, because yes, agents are required to have you sign a buyer's agreement now before touring a property. However, what I will certainly say is they should be explaining to you exactly what that form is and making sure that you understand the details that are in that, because it's an agreement. You're signing a contract with them. So there's different ways that form can be completed. You as the buyer who is signing this agreement, you really need to know what you're getting into, because you could be locking yourself into an agent. You could be agreeing to pay them an amount, regardless of what home you purchase and whether it's with them. So that's the part that, there are some legally binding items within the document that you need to be aware of. But if this is a new person, maybe they were doing some, looking at Google reviews, they reached out. So this is the first time I'm meeting a client. I still have to have them sign the form, unfortunately. And it is a 5-page document, which I always feel like seems so intimidating. You just meet this person and you're signing a whole bunch of papers. So I try to simplify it. And the biggest thing that is to be aware is how your agent's getting paid. We're still operating within real estate, by the traditional model, where we're negotiating for the seller to pay the commission for the buyer's brokerage as well. The biggest part is how much your agent's getting paid, who's paying, how they're getting paid, that kind of thing. That is the root of why this whole Transparency Act was passed and where this buyer agreement comes into. There is an exclusive and a non-exclusive section to the form. In this instance, when I'm working with somebody new, I'll make it just property specific. I tell them, I'm just going to make this for this address that we're looking at. So if you want to buy this house, I will be the agent that's helping you, because of course I'm here with you now. I'm representing the property to you. However, if you don't like this house, I don't want you to feel like you have to work with me. I hope that you'll decide that you want to work with me, and I want you to kind of be knowledgeable enough that you're not trapping yourself into working with some random person that you didn't even seek out to look at a property with, because you didn't quite understand how it all worked. And it happens. That's how I bought my house. I clicked on the button. We're working for you. You're in the driver's seat. You're making the decisions, and you want someone that you can trust, that's working for your best interest.